Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is interesting. I know. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who sent me an email or sent me a message saying I miss you. Where have you been? All that stuff. So I want to let you know that I'm great. I'm healthy and safe from all the crazy that's going on around us, and but mostly I just wanted to explain a couple of things. And the first thing is that it's one of you, and you know who you are. I posed a question to myself actually in a video, and it might have been, I think it was probably the last video that you saw me do. I posed this question to myself that when I look at some of my older paintings, I couldn't really figure out like why some of them were better, or some of my technique was better. Let me explain it differently. So I look at my newer stuff that I was painting, and there are things that I learned early that I seem to have forgotten. And some of the stuff that I was doing a few years ago, when I would go back and look at it, I was like, oh man, I actually like that and what I was doing better than what I'm doing now. So it took a while to sort of wade through that. And so I'm a processor. So what that did for me is it put me into a position of really thinking about what had actually taken place. And the comment that was made was that you should probably slow down. And first of all, thank you for the comment. It was it sent me on a necessary journey to figure out exactly what that meant. I don't know, I'm not completely sure what it meant to you, but the way I received it and what it did to me mentally was it just really made me process kind of my whole thing. And I apologize for all the words here, but I just really felt like I needed to get this out so you could kind of understand kind of what's happened, and or where I've been and what I've been doing. So for those of you who are YouTubers, and as you can tell from the background, I've picked a highly visible place today, so I'm trying to have a very intimate conversation here in a very public setting, which is really bizarre, but that's okay. You'll understand. And back to my point. Anyway, as I began to think about this, what it did for me is it caused me to take a pause and say, what am I really doing here? And my two processes, painting and videoing, really kind of they merged, and it was I'd made the comment that I couldn't remember the last time I had painted without filming, and this those two processes kind of just became intertwined. It's like if I was painting, I was filming, and so I had to really make a determination. Am I painting to film, or am I filming my painting? And those are very different things. And this is kind of what I've been able to so I just took a break and just kind of focused on doing some painting and reading and some studying, so that I could just sort of refocus, so to speak. So my original intent was to film my painting, and I think what happened over time is I actually did end up in a position where I was painting to film. And I don't know if like exactly what that was doing, but I noticed the the time frames were getting really compressed. Like I used to go out, and if it took 4 hours, great. If it took 5 hours, great. It didn't really matter. And so then as time got, as there was less time available, I would try and cram in a 2-hour painting. And that 2-hour painting, the reason that I was trying to cram it in was so I could capture enough video to make a video and actually present something to you. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with anything that I did. So everything is process and learning and all of that. So I don't discount any of it. It's all part of the journey, and you get to see it all. And so I just wanted to share that with you and let you kind of in on what's happening. But today, I'm actually set up here. I have a 14 by 18 canvas panel, which I'm not a huge fan of canvas panels, but I'm going to paint on it anyway because that's what I had available in this particular size. And I'm looking at this right here. This is part of the aquarium in Long Beach. It goes down that way, and I'm actually right by the kind of where all the birds are, and occasionally I can hear the seals back over here behind me. But I really was walking by trying to find some inspiration, and I saw these primary colors up here, this yellow and this red, and I like the way the glass panels and the way the tones, the values are different to kind of sculpt those glass panels. So anyway, that's what I'm going to work on, and there's a lot of horizontal lines here, so I have to make sure that it's as interesting as it can be, but the yellow is so set apart from the rest of it that I think it's actually pretty interesting. So yeah, that's a lot of words. I'm sorry about that, but I just had to get that out, and I will get some paint going here, much bigger than I typically do, and I will just segment it along the way here. We'll see how this goes, and but most of all, I'm glad to be out painting and filming it so you can see it, and I will yeah, I'll get cranking here. All right, so I've gotten pretty far here, and it's actually going pretty good. I've got a little bit of there's been a lot of light change since I started, but that's to be expected, right? So I really like the way I got this wash over here to sort of define this glass, and then at the very end I'll take my rigger and I'll just make some very light lines with kind of a darker green color, because you can see the edges of the glass, and that'll really kind of set that off nicely. This is my favorite part right here. I have a few favorite parts, but I really like this right here. Anyway, the next step is to jump into, just want to get this foreground here defined. There's some really nice darks and lights right in here. And then these are mostly silhouetted, but they just need a touch of detail. And then I'll straighten up a couple of these lines down here, and then we'll see if we can't wrap this one up. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, cool. Hey, so that's it for me today. Thanks so much for checking out the video. I do appreciate it. And if you endured the words at the beginning, thank you for that as well. It's so nice to be back outdoors, plein air painting today. I really missed it, but I think the little, I don't even know what to call it, the little discovery that I went through, I think was necessary. So anyway, hope you're doing well and staying safe where you are. And as always, I'll catch you later.